Hello, George. My name is Rob Cutter, and I'm from the United States. I'm familiar with your presentations, your message, and over the past year and a half, since the end of 2008, I have been opened by these Nordics that you call the Nordics. They are from Constantinople. Constantinople. And they have opened me and have been doing many of the same things that you have had them do to you. And they are very upset with this one. He has presented much on the internet. Freedom of the soul. And this is them. And they have done much to me. And I wanted to communicate to you, and I'm going to let them say it. You have caused much trouble for us. Is that all you're going to say? No. I wanted to tell them about what you said about the vessels that were coming. And they already know. They have been, over the last few weeks, telling me that they were going to, after I left this form, in 2011. And I don't know for sure, but they said it was going to be in July of 2011. That is them coming through. I try to block them. I've opened myself up to them, and they have done horrible things to me because of the things I presented on the internet that also are very much aligned with what you are presenting to the world right now. They have told me that they are currently on the earth trying to attempt to beguile or lure souls. They are the Nordics. They are also the ones from the other 4 worlds. 4? No. There are 3. Yes. I don't know. They will lie to me. They have lied to me a lot. But what they're doing is they are presenting themselves to those who are released from this type of a form on Earth right now that are earthbound. And instead of presenting like ships, like spaceships, they are the ships. They are telling them that they will carry them away into another part of this, which is all the lower part of what you have said, which has been mimicked by them over the past 5 billion years or so. And what they're doing is they want them to stay in this. So they are telling them that they will be canceled in this type of experience and brought up into another form of this as gods in order to keep them under their continual fraternization and under their power. And so what they're doing is it's not like spaceships. They are the ships. And they are busy with those who have been released from this form and telling them that they will carry them through this shift. But what they're actually doing is taking them from inside of the earth, which we are still part of the earth right now, being condensed here, like you presented, and they're shifting them to another part of this, so that when the earth is ascended, they will not ascend with it. Who are you? I'm Kek. They are the ones that are currently working very hard here, telling those that are released from the forms of these forms before the ascension that they will carry us to, they are the ascension, that this is how they're tricking us into accepting staying with them instead of ascending into that which we will return to as creator gods. And they're carrying them on the earth instead of in the earth, and the earth will ascend. And they will not with the earth, but remain in this. And that is their voices attempting to tell you. But they said you already know this. But one thing that I think is important to mention if you present this to others, because they listen to you, they're very upset with me right now, that they are presenting themselves as, I will carry you through the shift. So they are condensed to stones and put in their own souls. And then carried away from in the earth. And they're doing it to millions. And this one has told them through his channeling sessions. And we are very angry with him because he is trying to help you. Do not let them be beguiled. We do not want to ascend with the earth. They cannot ascend with the earth because it has happened already on their world of Constantinople, which is what you call the Nordics. Yes. And they want to keep as many here on earth that have been in these forms here. And so they beguile them by saying, they are the shift. We are the shift. We will carry you into another part of that. And they're not. It's just a mimicked portion of this still. All of that you had on your chart, on your presentations, the lower part, that is a replica of all of that is above. They are attempting to present themselves to how many? Millions of souls that are already released from this form, that are earthbound, that we would call earthbound. Yes. To be carried away. And they have formed another realm of this, in which you'll still be in this, and not return to that, to be the creator God you can be beyond this, that has been replicated as what we came from before we entered this millions of years ago. And so I am sending you this just because it was not presented in your information, and it should be known to people that what they're doing is telling them that I will carry you. I will carry you. You mentioned vessels, and I think it's a lot of people hearing your presentation would expect spaceships. They did that already to those of they call it Nokinin as well. It's another realm on Earth where there are billions more than this. And they are waiting, though. They are still in the earth. They have already shifted and are waiting for this ascension. But they were not beguiled. And those that are still in this form, as we are right now, are being beguiled by us to accept them as what will carry them. And it's not a spaceship anymore. They're not like spaceships, like saucers, or they are the vessels. The souls of those that you call Nordics and the other worlds that are choosing to remain in this are now beguiling and not letting them know the truth of it, that they can move beyond this if they just stay on the earth. And they are actually carrying them away. They condense them into stones on that level of this after they are released from this form, put them in their own souls as the vessel, and carry them away from the earth so that they will not ascend. And that's part of their beguilement. And billions may be beguiled if you do not tell them this. And you have more of a voice than I do in the public, and that's why I'm letting you know that I understand what they have done to you. And you are right, they have behaved evil. They also want to cooperate because they want us to have a choice. This is them speaking on my in-breath. And they know that you are good. But they also know you have interfered because they want you to stay, because they have chosen to stay in this, and they want you to stay with them, and that includes all of us. So please, with your presentations, I'm just telling you, you will understand. This is him. This is Castanova, one of the souls that I communicate with, that it is. They will present to you before the ascension. They will present themselves. They're busy doing it on earth right now. I will carry you through the ascension. I am the vessel. And you will be conditioned by me and put in me. Yes, conditioned. He will understand. And they will carry those souls away from the earth. They will still be on the earth? No. They will be in another realm of this still. And they are not appearing as spaceships. They are the vessels. They have turned their own souls into the vessels that you talked about that would carry people away. And many people may be beguiled and not be able to be released from this into that which is what we will be as creator gods beyond, because they want to keep us here.